as we look at Ukraine, we have passed the third anniversary of the war in Ukraine. And Donald Trump has made some comments about this, saying it's Ukraine's fault. As we know, Russia did invade Ukraine. He's called Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky a dictator. How do people feel? What is the sentiment 3 years later about the war in Ukraine?
Well, a majority of voters are very realistic about the situation in Ukraine, that this is a war with no ending in sight, and a war that has claimed now possibly millions of lives. So they support ending the war in Ukraine, but they oppose leaving out Ukraine and Europe out of the negotiations. And 57% also say that they oppose the Trump administration forcing Ukraine to make territorial concessions to end the war. And 66%, two-thirds, at the same time say that Ukraine should receive security guarantees from the US if it were to make concessions. So again, another cautionary tale and another split issue for Trump, especially in this case in foreign policy. American voters in general, they don't like dropping their allies or dropping their friends, right? And while they agree with Trump that security guarantees should be contingent on Ukraine sharing revenue for rare earth elements, and the United States should not be footing the bill, the massive bill of supporting Ukraine militarily over the last 2 years, but also the security guarantees. So while they support sort of the elements of Trump's negotiation style, they don't support, Trump leaving Ukraine out of the negotiations, Trump forcing Ukraine onto a solution that forces them to cede and make territorial concessions. And also another cautionary note, which is close to two-thirds of voters believe that Russia will continue to advance onto other countries if it successfully claims Ukrainian territory. So when it comes to that precedent, they want Trump to hold the line. And we'll see how this negotiation unfolds. But where we stand today, while voters don't really have appetite for sending more money to Ukraine at this stage, they want Trump to negotiate tough on behalf of Ukraine, not against Ukraine as part of these negotiations.